Last week, the NYSE and cybersecurity firm Knight Dragon co-hosted the Cyber Live from New York event here at the Exchange, where leaders spoke about the trends impacting the space. One of the featured voices was Cyera CEO Yotam Segev, who sat down with JD Durkin to talk about what is behind his company's success. And let's take a look at what he had to say.
I think the challenges that we were dealing with in data security have always been extremely important, paramount to enterprises. But with the introduction of AI, this problem that used to have legs, it now has wings. And the need that we're seeing from enterprises to get control over their data is truly becoming one of the most urgent needs that they're dealing with, because it is a blocker to their ability to adopt AI responsibly. When we're looking at all of the amazing innovation that's happening in our world today, and we're sitting here in the New York Stock Exchange, seeing all of these amazing companies building into this AI age, the enabler for that is the ability to actually control, monitor, and protect your data. Everybody wants to be an innovator. Everybody wants to be a pioneer. But being able to enable the security teams to say yes responsibly, and to say yes with confidence, that's the big difference that we're creating for our customers, to be able to lean into this amazing innovation that AI is bringing on, and to do that in a way where they feel like they have control, they're protecting the organization's crown jewels, and they know that this is going to be a positive transformation and not one that they will regret.
You and I have spoken before about AI-fueled data growth. What has most surprised you about the evolution of that space, and how do you feel Cyera is uniquely positioned to tackle the challenges of the moment? And I know there are many of those challenges.
So I think the crazy thing about AI is the pace, right? We've seen changes in our lifetimes. We all remember the world before a smartphone, but the pace at which things are changing now is just uncomparable to anything we've seen before. And if we look just at the last 12, 18 months, the focus in AI and the focus in AI security has shifted dramatically. 12 months ago, everybody was focused on model scanning. Now, everybody's focused on AI agents and how we're going to be able to enable those in the enterprise. So this is a very, very dynamic, very turbulent space we're living in. And I think that companies like Cyera, that on the one hand have achieved scale and are already operating with some magnitude, but on the other hand are still young enough, still small enough, and still nimble enough to go and really adapt to the changing problems and the changing landscape, puts us in a very, very unique position to support our customers in this transformation.
And there is a really fascinating link, a connection between Israeli-based startups and the city of New York. Talk to me about that relationship, either for yourself or for the industry writ large, and how do you view New York City as the ultimate backdrop for a lot of these cybersecurity startups?
So just over 3 years ago, as Cyera was starting to sell in the market, very, very early days, I literally picked up the visas from the embassy in Israel in the morning, and in the evening we were on a plane. My wife, my 10-month-old kid, my dog, my mom that came with us to help us get settled in, and we became New Yorkers. And I think that, a couple of weeks into it, I asked my wife how she's feeling. She told me, look, everybody here is an immigrant from somewhere. Some are immigrants from within the US, some are immigrants from across the world, but this city is really a city of opportunity and a city of endless achievement. You look around you and you realize that no matter what you've done, it's only the beginning. And you should think bigger, you should dream bigger, and you should go and execute on the wealth and breadth of amazing opportunity that this city provides everybody who lives here.
And to watch the entire conversation with Cyera CEO Yotam Segev and JD Durkin, you can find that on the NYSE platforms.